Tony Flexen here for Seconds Out with legendary promoter Bob Arum. Bob, we're here to talk about Tyson Fury and Tom Schwartz on ESPN. Big American fight for Tyson. Why is this the right showcase fight for his first ESPN fight?
Because we're going to really introduce Tyson Fury to the American public. We got Schwartz, an undefeated fighter, big guy. It's not like Tyson hitting down on some small fellow. Schwartz is a good fighter. We've seen all the footage. He's capable of giving Tyson Fury a really good fight. I think people will be pleased with the fight. And as I say, we're using this opportunity to expose Tyson to the American public.
Is it right that yourself and Top Rank specifically pushed for a bigger guy so that Tyson wouldn't look like he was in a mismatch if someone was vastly smaller than him?
That is exactly the truth. We were looking for not a small guy, but a guy who can measure up to Tyson, at least in height, because that would make the superior fight. Joshua, is fighting a relatively small guy in Andy Ruiz, and aesthetically it's not going to look good.
What do you make of that fight, even taking into account the fact Ruiz came in at relatively short notice because of Jarrell Miller's failed drug tests?
Well, I don't think Eddie would have made that fight if it was ab initio, as they say, from the beginning. I feel sorry for a promoter when one of the fighters in the main event drops out. So I can't really criticize him. But I don't think the fight Joshua and Ruiz aesthetically is going to look good. And, there's really one winner in the fight.
Talking of Eddie and of Joshua, in fact, we've seen in the last year or so that it's been a struggle to make a fight that a lot of people would like to see between Terence Crawford, who you've got, and Errol Spence, who's over the other side with PBC. Do you anticipate similar problems making Fury against Joshua?
Fury and Joshua is not a problem in the sense that Heyman isn't involved. Fury and Wilder, I've had conversations, and that fight is going to happen. So, Heyman has looked to shield Spence because I think he knows what happens in a Crawford-Spence fight. But, there's a lot of other guys for Spence to fight. One of the possibilities, bring him over here and have him fight Kell Brook. So I'd like that fight. But that is clear that Heyman doesn't want Spence fighting Crawford, at least not yet.
Would you say you have a vastly more productive relationship with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom than you do with PBC and Al Heyman?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I go back with Eddie's father, Barry. So, we have no animosity. Sometimes we differ and we're competitors, but it's totally different, our relationship with Eddie, from the relationship with Al Heyman.
So we could potentially see Fury Joshua maybe next summer, assuming Fury gets past Wilder in the early part of next year.
I don't want to put any dates because I don't know when, but obviously at one point in time, Fury and Joshua will fight, and maybe they'll fight more than once.
Brilliant. Bob Arum, we thank you for your time. It's always an honor.
You're very welcome.